The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud, make it real difficult on our part.
So the Auburn Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He's going to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quickly complete. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man quickly. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat.
And they got him for the sack.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Third and short now from their own 48. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fakes his man out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
It leads to second down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bitonio. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. The jet sweep pass. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bitonio. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jet balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's got it, and they convert. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. He's going to pass. Working that left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Polino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rice. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start.
Afterburners coming. The 40. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a push going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Auburn. And the beatdown has ensued. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The hand to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
A nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, they're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And the returner will be brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The run from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up on the right.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And no chance at a return here. At their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going with the counter play here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Tigers are on the move. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The run to the right. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got his man on the right.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep...
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Throws to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his target down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Number 12.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the DB right with him to knock it away. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling